Hey, hi, and hello, welcome back to the channel today. Excited to have you here for a video that I get asked about quite a lot, and it's how I make this space behind me look absolutely fantastic and this entire room look exactly like it is. Made a video earlier in January detailing my entire 2021 gaming setup with all the specs and specifications, so if you're ever interested, I'll link it up in the card and down in the description below if you'd like to go and check that out. But with no further ado, here's my 5 tips and pieces of advice to improve your gaming setup area. So my first piece of advice is going to be lighting. Lighting is a huge thing, and if you've noticed something, if you've watched any of my videos before, you'll know that this isn't exactly how my room normally looks. My room doesn't look like this, it looks like this. So this is my gaming space that I've cultivated over the last 5 years. I started in this same very corner that you're seeing my desk currently in at the moment, with just a laptop and then an external monitor that I found cheap online, and it's evolved into this 3-monitor, amazing computer, amazing room space area. This is a space that I'm extremely proud of. It transforms with all the different types of lighting, and I'm going to run through my pieces of advice and the things that I did in here to get this kind of look. So in this room, in terms of lighting, I have my 2 major staple pieces of my room. I have 2 Nanoleaf boards, one on the wall behind the camera here, and then one on the wall behind myself. The panel wall behind me of Nanoleaf is consisting of 12 panels, with the one on the back wall behind my camera at the moment consisting of 15 panels. You can buy Nanoleafs in various sets of even 3 panels, 9 panels, and so many more. I originally only had one, and this one behind me here you see is only a recent addition into my space. Also in lighting as well, around the tops of the room, visible on stream position for my stream camera, is my LED strips. These strip lights have been here for years in this room now, and were here prior to having these Nanoleafs. Prior to having the Nanoleaf, when I didn't have the kind of budget for that kind of thing, or a need for a Nanoleaf as such, the LED strip lights changed the dynamic of this room completely. When the light would go off in here that was above my head for just, the main light of the room, the LED strip lights provided just enough ambience to change the whole vibe of this room. Now, with recently Elgato releasing strip lights I think are a fantastic investment into changing your space. Whether you want to run them under a cabinet, behind your desk, around the corners of your room, or behind a statement piece in your room, LED strip lights can really change the environment in your room. The great thing about LED strip lights is they are fully customizable, often coming with either a remote or can be paired to your phone. The set of strip lights that I have come with a remote and are not pairable to your phone because I bought them years ago from a cheap car store. But if you were to go a little bit higher in price and buy something a little bit more fancier, let's say a $50, $60 packet of LED strip lights, I'm sure you'd be able to connect it to your phone and control it entirely through your phone. The great thing with LED strip lights is if you are a streamer, quite often if you buy a recognized brand, you can connect your strip lights to your Twitch stream, meaning that your chat can change the colors by typing certain words in your chat or setting off sub and donation alerts. Prior to adding all of this lighting, such as Nanoleaf, strip lights, and key lights and things, and even in the lighting in the wall unit behind, this room was quite dull and boring. It was just a room with green walls and some little things in here, and it didn't have much kind of personality or a vibe to it. Now with the lighting in here, it has everything and more. My next tip or piece of advice is going to be a pretty straightforward one and kind of an obvious one, but it's one not enough people kind of practice or talk about, is keep your desk and your gaming space clean. This space behind me, my desk here, is my workspace as well. It's where I output all my content, I stream, I game, and I take some relaxing time as well. So this space needs to be multi-purpose, and it needs to have the space and the comfort environment that I need to work and enjoy. I can't do any of those things if the space is messy, it's got things that don't belong in the space. That's why with the recent introduction of this cabinet unit behind me, which has small bucket drawers, I'm able to throw away anything that I don't need to be seen publicly at my space or taking up space on my desk. If I were to open these drawers, you'd see a clutter of stuff such as old consoles, pens, paper, headphones that I don't use, etc, etc. Things that just don't need to be on my desk. If you'll take a look at my desk at the moment, I have a vast array of space. I have the essentials on my desk that I need, such as my keyboard, mouse, headphones, Stream Deck, my microphone, my audio mixer, and pens, paper, and tissues and that sort of things that I'd need in a work office space. Keeping my space clean allows me to accentuate how big this room truly is. This can be done also in small spaces as well. If you keep your desks clean and you have a big desk with it too, it's going to make your room feel larger. Leading on from cleanliness and keeping your space clean, another way to keep your space clean is to manage your cables. This is something I think a lot of people struggle with, and it's certainly something that I struggled with for a very long time in my gaming setups. If you take a look at my desk at the moment, it is pretty well kept in terms of cables, but unfortunately there are a couple of cables that have to be left there because you can't cable manage those fully. However, the vast majority of my cables are tucked away in a cable management tray underneath my desk. That way you don't see it even underneath the desk because they're all tucked away in the tray. I really absolutely advise one of these things if you are someone who prides yourself on keeping your space clean. The only cables I currently have on my desk are cables of necessity, things such as my Stream Deck, which has a wired cable into a USB port on the side of my computer. Things like my mouse, my keyboard, anything that I need quick access to on my actual desk that I'm using all the time. And with solid cable management, your desk is going to be clean without a single cable inside. Another way to also kind of manage and hide a messy set of cables is to put your monitor or your PC in front of it. If you take a look at my setup at the moment, my vertical monitor actually covers up a corner that is probably of messier cables than what I would like. Behind that, I have an external hard drive to back up content on my computer on, and I don't really need that being seen if I'm filming a video or anything, but now my secrets are exposed, so great. The cables are neatly packed behind that monitor, and with the monitor being tall and going almost the entire way to the actual desk, you don't see the hard drive case, you don't see the cables or anything of that nature. The next point that I'm going to be talking about is trying to make it comfortable, and how you're going to do that is by focusing on things such as ergonomics. Ergonomics is something recently that I've kind of looked into and invested my time into doing by investing in the chair that I have, such as a Herman Miller, which I'll leave the video that I did up in the card and down in the description below, and also in my standing desk. These are only two elements of my setup that are ergonomically friendly, but they are the biggest elements. If I'm spending long hours gaming, working, doing whatever at my desk, I need to be doing it in comfort, and having a comfortable office chair or gaming chair, if you like gaming chairs, find one I advise that is comfortable for you. You're gonna need it to be comfortable and workable, and you don't want to be spending hours on end just sitting down at your desk. So having a standing desk also alleviates some of that pressure that you have of sitting down for potentially 9 hours. Prior to having this standing desk, I was spending 9-10 hours sitting down at my desk. I would get up every so often and go for a walk, but that wouldn't really cut it. I'd get back pains, I'd have pains whenever I'd walk around or anything of that nature. But now that I use my standing desk in combination with an ergonomic floor mat, I find myself to be happier, I find myself to not have back pain, leg pains, or anything of that as often. And obviously, not to mention, the space is now comfortable as well. The chair's armrests are fantastic and truly do support my arms, and the chair back as well really supports my back. Once you start to think about your space in an ergonomic sense, it's going to make you more aware to other ergonomic errors in your space, such as potentially the height of your monitors, or the height of your desk even. This was something my chair, when I bought it, made me aware to, and that I soon fixed. Having a direct line of sight to your monitors ensures that you're not sitting slouching down towards your monitors or looking too far up, meaning that you're keeping your neck straight and forward the entire time. Raising the desk as well can also help offset the monitors, and putting that in the correct height can be of much greatness to you, both supporting your arms and your neck. And my final piece of advice for this video is to make it personal. Get personal with it and add some personal touches and flair to your space. If you take a look at the back wall of my room, I've got pop vinyls for all sorts of things that I'm interested in. I've got posters of Avengers and other pop culture icons and things of that nature, and things that I'm interested in. This room in turn reflects the things that I like and I enjoy. Everything down to the colors of the Nanoleaf panels and the strip lights, which can be totally customized, reflect my personality and the colors that I like, the patterns that I like, and the way that I like to dictate my life. My Nanoleaf are purposefully set on a slower flow effect on a Nanoleaf rhythm board to kind of create a chill atmosphere space that feels comfortable with those calming colors. You even take a look at some things like the pillows on the bed behind me. I have a Twitch pillow, I have a Simpsons Donut pillow, and a Pepe the Frog pillow, just to name a few. If somebody were to come into my stream or into one of my YouTube videos, they'd know instantaneously what I'm interested in and the things that I like. So that's officially going to wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it helped you out and it's helped to make a decision for you with your gaming space, your streaming setup, whatever kind of setup space it is that you are going for. If you have a tip that I haven't mentioned in this video and you think would be useful to others, or something you noted in this video that was kind of cool, leave it in the comment section down below. I love responding to comments that you guys leave. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you're new here, drop a thumbs up and consider subscribing. It really supports the channel as well. Thanks again for watching. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your time zone, and until next time, bye-bye.